So I heard that you've been thinking about doing dry January this year. I think that is a fantastic idea. Over the next 30 days, you can get ready to experience things like better sleep, clearer, more glowing skin. You can lose weight, definitely save money, and you will have more mental clarity, which is something we could all use, let's be real. But here's the thing I want you to be aware of. There are 3 main pitfalls that could trip you up, but they're not going to, because you're gonna stick around and watch this video where I'm gonna tell you what those 3 pitfalls are and how to avoid them. If you're new here, my name is Christy Walker and I am the Catholic Sobriety Coach. I help Catholic women who are looking to reduce or eliminate their alcohol consumption for any reason. Pitfall number 1 is having a deprivation mindset. We all know those people who go on diets and all they can talk about is what they can't have, and it makes everybody else miserable. Well, people that do dry January have been known to do that too. So I want you to develop a mindset of JOMO. I mean, we've all heard of FOMO, right? Fear of missing out. I want you to focus on the joy of missing out. Think about all the ways that you feel so much better. Think of everything that you're gaining. And don't just think about it, write it down. Because after the 30 days is over, you may decide that you really like how you feel and you want to keep going. The second pitfall or mistake that people make during dry January is not having a plan. You definitely want to plan how you want the next 30 days to go. And you're gonna wanna make sure that you have great substitutes for your nightly glass of wine or whatever you usually drink. So research fun mocktails, find non-alcoholic options, or just splurge on your favorite sparkling waters. You know, the expensive kind. And along those same lines, you're also going to want to know what your triggers are so that you can plan around that and set boundaries. Like, is there a certain time of day when you always crave a drink? Are there certain people, events, places that cause you to want to drink? Maybe just avoid them for the next 30 days. Do you have alcohol in your house? Is it going to be tempting? I would suggest putting it in a different area or giving it to somebody or just getting rid of it completely. And the third and final pitfall is trying to rely on willpower. Yes, I know, willpower. It's something that I hear time and time again, but I promise you that it's not going to be an enjoyable experience if you're trying to rely on willpower. Willpower to me is useless. You need to harness divine determination. Know your why. Know why you are starting dry January. Know why that you're feeling like you need to eliminate alcohol. Are you noticing an increase in the amount and frequency that you're consuming? I say examine why you're drinking. Get curious. Be a scientist. Use these 30 days to examine all the facts. And just know that if you get to the root of why you're over drinking, if that's what you're doing, which if you're watching this video, you probably are, but maybe you're not. But if you're over drinking or drinking more than you would like, ask yourself why. Are you trying to use alcohol as a solution for something that it really will never fix? Alcohol is really just like packing snow around whatever is irritating you. And as soon as that snow melts, you're left with that irritant all over again. And it is just not great because then you have shame and guilt and regret like packed on top of it. The best thing you can do is ask yourself why you're drinking and then asking yourself, what do I really need? With my clients and other people that I work with, I usually ask them to stop when they are having an urge or a craving and ask themselves, what do I really need? Because you really don't need alcohol, but what you may need is some alone time or connection. You may be hungry, angry, lonely, or tired. You might be bored. You might be super stressed. What do you really need? And how can you get through that without alcohol? If you can figure that out in the next 30 days, then when dry January is over, you should be able to know what you're doing and set boundaries around that. And then you can take alcohol or leave it with peace. Now, if what I just shared with you sounds a little bit overwhelming, not to worry, I've got you. I have a 5-day free Sacred Sobriety Kick Start. You can find the link in my description. And in there, I have so many tools, 5 days of videos to help you gain the clarity you need to be super successful this dry January and actually enjoy the next 30 days. So grab that 5-day Sacred Sobriety Kick Start. It's free. You have nothing to lose. It's a workbook, 5 days of very short videos. And yeah, it will lay the foundation so that you'll know exactly what you want to do, why you want to do it, what your triggers and urges are, and you can make a plan that is going to be solid so that you can sail through dry January and beyond. Now, if you're going to do dry January and you want some tips on planning, check out this video where I explain my power planning method.